the bad things they do with you, they are not going to remember, they are not going to recall. They are only going to recall the good things, the superficial tiny bit of good things they do for you. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about frustrating ways narcissistic parents play dumb. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So we know narcissistic parents are very manipulative. They're expert in gaslighting. They will abuse you, exploit you. Upon being confronted, they are going to, escape accountability and responsibility by saying, well, I was doing it for your greater good. I am your parent. I love you. Yeah. And all of that. We know how things are. They will never accept their mistakes. They will never express a remorse or an apology for their bad behavior. They are not into that because they have this extreme sense of entitlement. Yeah, they know it all, they are perfect, they deserve that attention, privilege, special treatment. That's it. It's pretty one way. Yeah. Plus narcissistic parents lack empathy, so they really don't care what goes inside of their children. As long as the kids are able to serve them, that's it. The moment the kids are questioning or trying to resist or not being able to serve them, then it becomes a concern for them. Yeah, then all of that becomes concerning, and then they do the good stuff that we know of: silent treatment, passive aggressive behavior in some family, physically violent behavior, verbally abusive behavior, stonewalling, gaslighting, triangulating things. The list goes on. So I mean, this is who these narcissistic parents are. So what are the different ways that these narcissistic parents do evil thing, do the bad stuff and play dumb? One way is that they will ignore you. They will not let you express or talk or explain your side of story. They're not going to allow you that. Yeah. And this is because they want to avoid taking any kind of responsibility. So if they have hurt you, if they have done something and you don't feel good about it, they will not give you a chance to tell this to them. Yeah, because if you tell them, they will have to react to it. Yeah. And the only reaction they can give you is a negative reaction. They have inability to self-reflect, so they are not going to sit and apologize and tell you, hey, I'm so sorry, I was way too harsh. They are not going to do that. Yeah. So in order to escape that scenario, these narcissistic parents are not going to give you an opportunity to express what is in your heart. They are not going to allow you go deeper in a conversation. Yeah. And this is basically to safeguard themselves. Yeah, so they are not in that difficult, uncomfortable position where they have to respond to you, where they have to give you a feedback, and they fear being exposed. Yeah, because you are talking about something which has hurt you, something which has caused pain to you, which was done by your narcissistic parent. And when you tell this to your narcissistic parent, the narcissistic parent is not going to apologize or express remorse. They are going to gaslight you in return. They are going to be even more nasty with you. Yeah, they're going to do a number on you. So till the time you don't forget, or till the time you don't move on, narcissistic parents are not going to give you an opportunity to present your side of story. Yeah, your pain and suffering. Yeah, because then they will have to do something about it. Yeah, either apologize, work on their behavior, or something like that. Yeah, so they want to avoid that, avoid responsibility, so they ignore you and they stonewall you. The second way narcissistic parents play dumb is they have this selective memory. Yeah, they will only remember and talk about the superficial good things they do for you, superficial good moments. They won't talk about the times they hit you, they belittled you, they betrayed you, they minimized you in front of the others, they compared you with the others. They are not going to talk about that. So narcissistic parents have this problem. They are very much into selective memory. So the bad things they do with you, they are not going to remember, they are not going to recall. They are only going to recall the good things, the superficial tiny bit of good things they do for you. Yeah. So this is how they play dumb, though they know everything that they are doing with their kids, but they are not going to talk about it. Yeah, because again, they will have to work on it, or they might have to apologize. Yeah. uh, for their bad behavior, and they don't want that. They are entitled folks, so they are going to keep on narrating the selective stuff. They are going to keep on narrating the tiny bit of good things they have done. They are not going to talk about the instances where they have betrayed you, belittled you, hurt you emotionally, or physically tormented you and antagonized you. They are not going to get into all of that. Yeah. The next way narcissistic parents play dumb is when you finally get hold of them, and when you tell them your side of story. Yeah, I mean, when they are in that difficult spot where as in they cannot avoid that conversation, then they are going to pretend very innocent, very dumb, and they are going to uh, pretend as if they are unaware of your feelings and emotion. When you tell them that you abused me, you did not treat me right in front of the others, I was very hurt, and I was very sad, I was very broken, then they are going to pretend as if they were unaware of what you were going through. Yeah, and this is because they lack empathy. Yeah, so they really don't care what you are going through, yeah, or what pain they are causing you. So in order to avoid any kind of responsibility and accountability, they are going to play dumb and pretend as if they didn't know. They are going to tell you, well, I just have no idea that you were going through all this. I really didn't know you were feeling this way. Yeah, this is how they are going to react. I mean, in a healthy setup, of course, if I shout at my kids, I'm going to apologize to them. Yeah, tell them that I'm so sorry. I shouted at you. I should have controlled. I should have thought, and I should have spoken to you in private. I shouldn't have had shouted at you in front of the others. I would have that understanding that my kids also have a feeling and emotion, and I can't just treat them like an animal. Yeah. So I would go ahead and apologize. And if my kids, tell me that they don't feel good about things, I am going to, tell them, I'm so sorry if you felt that way. I really didn't want to hurt you, to that extent. And from next time onwards, I'm going to, watch out. I'm going to, think before I react. Yeah. So, I'm going to respond this way. I'm not going to, play dumb and pretend as if I'm unaware of what you felt. Yeah, because I feel good and bad, so would my children also. Yeah, so these narcissistic parents are very smart. They play dumb and they will pretend as if they are unaware of your feelings. They are like, well, really, you felt that way? Oh, I really had no idea. This is how they will react and escape any kind of accountability and responsibility. The next way narcissistic parents play dumb is that they are going to blame their children and the others for their bad behavior. So you compel them to do things, you compel them to beat the crap out of you, you compel them to swear at you, you compel them to such an extent that they abused you in front of the others. Yeah, so the blame is always on your head as a children and on the others. Yeah, so if they are not in a mood to blame you, I mean, if they have blamed you quite often, so for a change they might blame the others. Well, I was stressed, so I slapped you. Well, I was very angry on your mother, so I did this. Well, I was a little bit, messed up in my head because your mother was nagging, because your father was nagging. So, I vented out. And that's the reason I, physically tormented you, or I verbally abused you. So it's never them. They are never going to take the responsibility. Some way or the other, the blame will either be shifted on you or onto the others, the other parent, other factors, external factors, that's it. They are never going to, take the responsibility for their action and behavior. Yeah, and this is how they play dumb, which is very frustrating, irritating, and annoying. But this is who these narcissistic individuals are. They lack empathy, they have extreme sense of entitlement, they hate, being criticized, and they have inability to self-reflect. So, how do you think, these individuals would function, behave, and react? So they are going to react in every, possible toxic and abusive way. They are not going to react and behave the way how healthy individual does. Yeah? And the last way narcissistic parents play dumb, this one is going to be the most frustrating one, is, by playing victim. You have got no idea what I have gone through. I just, slapped you because I was trying to protect you. I was just seeing your greater good. I was doing it in your best interest, and you have no idea what I have gone through. Yeah, so in order to, escape accountability, they are going to play victim so that they can garner some sympathy from their kids. Yeah, and they don't have to explain themselves and their bad behavior. Yeah, do a little bit of drama, play victim, and get over with it. Yeah, mostly covert narcissistic parents do this. Yeah, upon being confronted, when the children resist, when the children, say no and stand up against their abusive behavior, these covert narcissistic parents start playing victim. You have no idea what I was going through. I was just being protective. I was just, trying to help you. I was doing it for your good. I didn't know that you would take things this way. I love you. I'm your parent. Do you think I can ever do, bad for you? You have no idea about the, past things that I have experienced. That's why I'm so protective. That's why I'm so possessive. Yeah, so they're going to, give you all sorts of, manipulated, version of stories. Yeah, from the past, which I mean, we know they are liars, and they can cook up something and play victim and garner sympathy and escape accountability. Yeah, so these are some of the ways narcissistic parents manipulate you, abuse you, control you, and then play dumb. Yeah, they play dumb so that they don't have to, answer you. They play dumb because they want to avoid accountability and responsibility for their bad behavior. They play dumb because they are just not interested in your emotions and feelings and what you are going through. It's all about them. Yeah, so this is what you will expect out of a narcissistic parent. I'm sure a lot of you can validate this. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Don't ignore the red flags and work on yourself. Strengthen yourself. Strengthen yourself financially. Become financially independent. And if you can, take the difficult call and go no contact from narcissists. Because till the time you are surrounded by them, till the time you are with them, every day a part of you is going to die. Yeah, and the more time you spend in a narcissistic relationship, the more damage you incur, and it becomes more difficult to repair those damages and heal from those damages. So yes, take care of yourself. Have a great day. Bye.